These aren't stunts. They're bank-breaking set pieces. Today, I'm going to count down the most expensive stunt sequences ever filmed, with purpose-built freeways, trains, and cruise ships, all for one-off show-stopping moments that cost tens of millions of dollars. These are some of the most impressive feats Hollywood has ever pulled off, so let's get into it. At number 5, The Matrix Reloaded. The freeway chase that tore through cars for every second the cameras were rolling. The Wachowskis didn't just close down a road, they built one. A 1.5 mile multi-lane loop was constructed on the decommissioned Naval Air Station in Alameda, California. It was fenced with 19-foot high sides of timber and plywood dressed to look like concrete, and had a reported construction cost of $2.5 million. Add to that roughly $2 million worth of cars that had to be wrecked on that one set, with filming on the fake highway running for weeks, and requiring complete control over resets and safety. It is pretty obvious why shutting down a real freeway was never going to be an option. With its choreographed flips and perfectly timed hits, you get pure engineered chaos. Once filming was completed, the roadway was torn down, but the mayhem of it all still looks as impressive today as it did in 2003. Ben-Hur, 1959. MGM built an 18-acre Coliseum, the largest set of its day, with a cost of $1 million to construct in 1959. The sequence itself was shot over 5 weeks and clocked in more than 200 miles of racing. The crew imported dozens of horses from Yugoslavia and Sicily, trained them into teams, and used purpose-built chariots, each weighing nearly 900 pounds. The second unit directors, Andrew Martin and legendary stuntman Yakima Knut, choreographed the action to the millisecond. Despite this, some unplanned chaos ensued. They even lost expensive equipment, with two 70mm lenses reported at roughly $100,000 apiece, destroyed during close-ups. In 2025 dollars, that 1 million figure is roughly $11 million, and every cent of it went into one 9-minute roar of wheels, sand, and metal. Number 3, Saving Private Ryan. The opening Omaha Beach assault cost about $12 million to shoot, and was filmed over 4 weeks on Balnaskere Beach in County Wexford in Ireland. Spielberg assembled an army on the strip of sand, with 1,500 extras, including reservists from the Irish Defence Forces, being supported by a 400-member crew. The production used dozens of landing crafts and practical pyrotechnics to get the physical chaos right. Cinematographer Janusz Kaminski shot handheld for the vast majority of the sequence, often at ground level so the lens got sprayed with water and fake blood. Kaminski and Spielberg studied wartime combat footage and intentionally avoided a tidy storyboard, with the camera reacting to the chaos instead of staging it from far away. On the practical effects side, explosions were choreographed with a web of squibs. Air pipes were built under the sand to simulate bullet hits. Thousands of gallons of coloured water helped turn the surf red, and they even used milk of magnesia for vomiting effects to get realism on camera. The wild and ambitious sequence swallowed up nearly 1/5 of the film's entire budget. Number 2, Fast 5. The opening train sequence reportedly cost $25 million. To pull off the sequence effectively, the production bought a real train and secured a 600-yard stretch of railway line, while they didn't risk any priceless classic cars with Universal commissioning replicas for the stunt. The one-off Mongo heist truck was purpose-built. The sequence mixed real collisions and practical stunts with VFX extensions, so what you see was a careful blend of real danger and digital stitching. Even with attempts to keep the price of the sequence down, buying a train, building trucks and replicas, and staging elaborate and real collisions led to a hefty price tag. Number 1, Speed 2. For the much maligned sequel, they constructed a 35-building Caribbean town that cost $5 million. Followed this with a 150-foot, 300-ton rail ship, a full-scale bow, on wheels running along a 1,000-foot track set 60 foot underwater. And then they crashed the boat into the town. The fake cruise ship was powered by 4 diesel engines, pulled by a heavy chain at 80 miles an hour and shot with 14 cameras. Concrete was replaced with sand-coated balsa and explosives, and hydraulics were used to ensure the buildings crumbled exactly on cue. This 5-minute set piece cost $25 million in 1997, roughly 1/4 of the movie's budget, making it the most expensive single stunt ever filmed. Obviously, with Hollywood accounting, these figures are estimates from my research, so if you feel I've missed any major stunts, please let me know in the comments. And please, like this video and subscribe to the channel if you would like to see more about the history behind some of Hollywood's biggest productions.